printer.
Oh. Oh, the Interprint, yeah.
Yeah,
Things are beast.
I just ordered a printer.
I thought it'd be the same size
But
as
it's
the
also
other.
like clearly in purpose.
That thing is massive.
It is.
Are we starting here? Is this what?
Yes, yes, and give Steve like a wave when you start.
Hi, Steve. We're ready. Okay, we're on? All right. Well, welcome to Kitsap County's Logic and Accuracy Test here at the Ballot Processing Center. Today we've got representatives from Secretary of State's office here to observe because we have a measure that has a state office, the 26th Legislative District position on our ballot. So they're here observing this, and we've got the rest of our staff here and some observers off camera right now. I'm going to hand it off to Regina McCrae, who will explain what we're going to be testing today and what we expect to get as results. Regina?
Well, good morning, everyone. Just want to say welcome. Thanks for being here. I am Regina McCrae, the elections manager, and everyone's going to go around the room and say who they are and what they do. Dietrich, do you want to start?
Sure. Dietrich Romero with certification training team at the Secretary of State's office. I'm Les Bowen, certification training team at the Secretary of State's office.
Michael Gehring, technology analyst.
Amy Epperly, election supervisor.
Scott Sharon, election specialist.
Zach Regis, technology analyst.
Dana Craddock, intern.
And the pop observer. All right, thank you. Thank you for being here. So there's one local measure and 7 contests in this election. This test is being conducted in accordance with RCW 29A 12130. Today we'll be testing the programming of the digital scan ballot counting system to verify it correctly counts votes cast for all contests appearing in this election. And our accessible voting unit is outside the door, and that's for people that have disabilities, maybe hearing or eyesight loss. They can use that, vote in private, and then the ballot will print out for them. And we all have to have that throughout the state. It's according to WAC 434, 335, 520. And so in this contest, we confirm all target areas are working properly on all the devices, and all text on screen actually matches the ballot, the text ballot, paper ballot. And so this room here is our tabulation room. It's a secure facility with key card entry. Upon completion of the LNA today, election staff are not permitted in the room unaccompanied at any time throughout the election until certification. So 2 people will have to use their badge to get into this door. The ballot tabulation room, again, it's secured, and it has to have the 2 key after this script, after this is over. Sorry. So it's 24/7 video surveillance, records anyone entering or leaving the room. This room is not connected to the internet in any way, shape, or form. Digital ballot scan stations are separate and independent from the tabulation station. And so the test, the first step to run a 0 report from the tabulation station. And this we've cleared, so we've been testing ballots and making sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. So we've cleared the results from our previous test, and the 0 report shows no results have been uploaded and tabulated in the system.
We have an observer. Do you want to verify 0?
Yes, all zeros. All zeros. Awesome. Okay, so the next step is to scan the ballot. So there's 23 ballot styles for this test. The test deck contains 69 ballots, and the test deck has been created in accordance with WAC 434, 335, 323. The deck includes 1 overvote for each contest and 1 blank ballot. So now we're going to go ahead and start scanning the ballots. Both sides of the ballots are scanned simultaneously and displayed on the screen. verify that all ballots, there's a status reject. If one was rejected, it would show that. So everyone's is 0.
Can you scoot over? You can adjudicate with me.
So now
Everybody
we're going-
good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're going to manually resolve undervotes and overvotes. And Zach, you can describe the color coding. So like when we're in the election.
Yeah. All right. Blue boxes indicate the write-in, and these we're gonna reject as write-ins.
There's nothing on the right-in line box, so we have to reject. There's nothing on it. And so during the election,
Overvote, red box indicates overvote.
and so none of those votes will be counted if it's an overvote on any contest. And so during the election batch, the batches are assigned tracking numbers during opening, creating an audit trail so all ballots can be located at a later date if needed. For example, if there's a recount, we would be able to go back and find those ballots or an RLA.
I do want to say during adjudication in a normal election, a write-in with nothing written in, this would be treated as an undervote, but for the LNA test, we're treating these as write-ins.
So once we're in the election, when they're scanning, all their tracking number is recorded, and a separate tracking number is assigned and reported to each batch.
Do they go through? So this is every single ballot that they're going through,
The ones that have
the-
overvote or.
okay, so just the ones that are
overvotes, write-in.
flagging.
Mhm.
Okay.
Any votes, 2 votes and 1 constable vote step.
Yeah.
If there were no anomalies, then it just passes through. But anything that would require further review, adjudication is what these, and they color code them. So you'll notice some are blue because it's a write-in with no name, and others, like in the overvote, they were red because they had selected 2 in the contest. So it gives you an indication of what it found.
You're good, Michael.
That you're looking at.
Before you write, can you
And so the way these are set up, those 4 computers are
Oh,
on
the
their
ballot.
own network over there. They're interconnected because a ballot that gets scanned on one machine, the other machines need to know that ballot was
That would have been
scanned
resolved. I
and
mean, I
scanned
can.
again on another.
You
So
can filter
it's a
it.
closed network.
Yeah.
I think that
Computers.
was like
The one
6 or
on
7.
where Michael is what they call central. It is the main computer of the 4, and so all of the
There was
information
only,
gets
there was only like
pushed
one
to that
marching
computer,
caucus on this week. It
as
went
they
really
scan,
quick, right?
and then
Yeah.
they'll take the information from there and turn it over to this system, which is
Well, that's
standalone, and this will tabulate those results. So all that did
I don't know
is
if
give us
I
a
can
set
once
of
it's been-
numbers.
I think after you've done
read
that,
by
you-
this machine.
Yeah.
This will then read it and tell us what the numbers were.
Okay.
So
I
it's
can
it's
physically
a separate
locate it for
system.
you later if you
And
want
it
to.
is-
Yeah. Yeah.
And then,
So you can't breach.
Yeah, we should look at that
Yeah.
first,
and then
because I think it's all been adjudicated already.
It was one of the ones that flashed us on screen, I'm sure.
Okay.
We would resolve that all
We
in
good?
under votes.
I didn't
You
do
did it
it
right
I
then?
didn't- I didn't write it.
Yeah, we're good.
So the results are written from the central station, and they'll go to a V drive, and then they'll come over here to the tabulation station and upload those results. And you'll verify.
It's so they write it and then they close it. So it's that set result.
that's
Right, more.
encrypted, but he has a
Right.
key. There's also a drive.
Once it's closed, it's closed.
It's closed, you can't reuse it.
Right, so during a real election, I'll highlight what I already have, and it'll write up to 30,000 ballots or something, and then it'll say, oh, I can't write anymore. So, like on a busy presidential year, I'll have like 10 on that night.
People like to be driving through certification rooms too.
Yeah, we just like to just tag them up, throw them in a folder or the.
But it's typically down in that.
But you can't do anything with them. I mean, you can't read them. Those ballots, those E drives. Technically, I just leave them in here. I don't like them to leave the room. They do.
When they're in the room, they're in secure storage.
And they I never plugged them into another laptop. You can. It's just basic with them. It has basic data on them. You can just look. But just for security purposes, they get reformatted every time there's a new election.
And they're like, there's specific brands and stuff that.
From them.
Yeah.
So I have to order them.
And there's nothing really special about them.
No.
They're not encrypted or.
Not really.
The data's only up there and it's digitally signed, but it's in a proprietary format, so it's not really being displayed the same. That digital signature does a lot of that. Additional security, because it's how you know is you saw the security keys on that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
We only use that when we're bringing over the
Alright, Todd, can you,
I just realized too, so Dana, this
What do you
is
need?
Linda.
Actually, yeah.
This is Dana.
Hi.
Linda's one of our regular observers, and Dana's our
I'm gonna read off the results.
She's
You don't have to
a lot
say
of
that.
elections.
Just
So the inner workings.
overvotes and the common choices.
Makes you feel, so now we're gonna verify that the machine count is according to what the state law says we have to have. Okay. So for the Kitsap Regional Library,
So you got, so your
yes,
passwords.
12, no, 2, 1 overvote. Legislative District 26, State Senator, Michelle Caudier, 10, Deb Krishna Dawson, 2. We have 1 overvote and 3 write-ins. City of Bainbridge Island Council District 3, South Ward, Sarah Blossom, 2, Mike Nelson, 3, Don Janelle, 4, with 1 overvote and 5 write-ins. Greg Wheeler, this is for the City of Bremerton Mayor, Greg Wheeler, 12, Marwan Cameron, 2, Jeff Coughlin, 3. We have 1 overvote and 4 write-ins. City of Bremerton Council District 3, Ash Black, 4, Michael Simons, 2, Christy Camarado, 3, 1 overvote and 5 write-ins. Bremerton School District number 100C, Director District 4, Chris Worthen, 12, Jenny Farley, 2, Shannon Turner, 3. We have 1 overvote and 4 write-ins. And then Bremerton School District number 100C, Director Position 5 is Mary C. Debris, 12, Linda Osborne Simpson, 2, Ben Anderson, 3. We have 1 overvote with 4 write-ins. And then North Kitsap School District number 400, Director District 1, Seth Hartman, 2, Deborah Strawhan, 3, Leighton Thomas, 4. We have 1 overvote and 5 write-ins. So we verified that the machine is counting the ballots correctly based on the LNA test. And that concludes it. You just have to sign off and we're good to go.
Do you have a certificate, Regina, that you're using? Or do
Yeah.
you want to use ours?
We have.
Okay.
I was trying to.
Oh. Does it have all the same information? Yeah, you have all the same information. Great.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna seal up all of the ballots that we've run this logic and accuracy test with. We will sign certifications and everything will be stored. The next time you'll see us will be on election night, where we'll be doing live results from this room, and the next day we will be, Steve, just move the camera on me. I don't know where we're at. Okay, so the next time you'll see us, like I said, is election night, live results from this room, and then the following day we will be doing our random batch audit. from here as well, or from this facility as well. So we've got many more audits still to come before we will be certifying this primary race. Thank you for participating and joining us today, and we'll see you again soon.